Okay, Ty, imagine this. You've got a team drowning in repetitive tasks, approvals, data entry, chasing down updates, and you bring in a chatbot thinking this is going to fix everything, right? But guess what? It answers questions and then it just sits there. Like that one colleague who always says, it's not my job.
Yeah, exactly, John, because most AI today is like a quiz champ. They know the stuff, but they never do the stuff. And businesses don't just need answers, they need actions. And that's where AI or Azure AI Agent Factory comes in. This isn't just another AI tool that we've seen before and getting bored of. It's an assembly line for building agents that think, act, and collaborate together, from chatbots to game changers. So, John, let's dive in.
Yeah, absolutely, Ty. So, okay, here's the reality. Traditional automation involving scripts, maybe some RPA bots, they tend to break when the processes change. And LLM-based co-pilots, they're absolutely great, like you say, Ty, for Q&A, but they stop short of that real business impact. Enterprises need agents that can reason, plan, and execute multi-step workflows across many systems.
Exactly. So let's think around the sales process. Before, it'd probably take days of manual work and effort for businesses to try and understand what's happening. But now with Azure AI Agent Factory, you can deploy specialist agents to look at data analysis, market research, document creation, which ultimately drastically increases productivity for the employee. But more importantly, it gains competitive advantage. How good's that, John?
Oh no, absolutely. So I guess Ty, should we talk a little bit about what it is? So what is this agent factory that we're talking about now? So I guess Ty, picture an assembly line for AI agents. It's part of Azure AI Foundry that we all know and love. So it gives us everything. It gives us the models, gives us the tooling, any orchestration requirements, governance, all in that one single platform. So basically, we can prototype locally, we can deploy at scale, and we can integrate with over 1,400 enterprise connectors, right the way from tooling in Dynamics 365 through to ServiceNow.
Which, let's be honest, that's pretty phenomenal, that. And do you know what? It's not just about building one agent, it's about creating ecosystems of agents that collaborate together, use open standards such as MCP, so Model Context Protocol, or A2A, which is agent to agent. So, what does that mean? No vendor lock-in, which is amazing. No silos, which we don't want them anymore. And your agents can talk to each other, but more importantly, they can talk to existing systems. Now, guys, something to remember, agents are not assistants, they're autonomous problem solvers. Assistants help, but agents deliver the goods.
Absolutely, Ty. So I guess, should we dive under the hood a little bit and understand how these come together? So if we think about what an agent is, it basically has three core components. We start with a model, which is effectively the brain, like large language models, GPT 4.0, GPT-5, Mistral, or even other open source models like DeepSeek and others. After you've got the model, look at the instructions, which is effectively the playbook, what your goals are, what your constraints are, prompt engineering, all that good stuff that we're going to feed into that model. And then finally, it's the tooling that sits around that agent. So they, if you like, that's the hands, APIs, connectors, what actions do we want to take with the information? Does that make sense, Ty?
It really does. And then if we look at Azure AI Foundry, that does all the heavy lifting. So if we think identity and security, well, that's handled by Entra Agent ID. Observability, so it uses step tracing. And then governance, it's absolutely baked in from day one. So there's no bolt-on compliance nightmare. Now, guys, something else to remember. Every agent gets its own Entra ID. So just like a human employee, so that means we've got next level governance and auditability for organizations. John.
Oh, great. Yeah, great call outs there, Ty. Maybe let's talk numbers very briefly. So, as we all know, Azure can offer up to 42% cost savings with reserved instances compared to any real on demand pricing. And when we look at the average monthly costs of an enterprise agent, benchmarking is coming out around about $7,000, which, is often less than a single full time employee for any real repetitive tasks.
Yeah, John, and plus the payoff isn't just about cost, it's about speed and resilience. So we've seen organizations cut time to market by up to 50% using Foundry toolchains, which I think is amazing. And because it's built on open standards, as we said before, the future-proofing all their AI investment. Now, something else for our viewers to remember, the real ROI is not is all around freeing up that human to do high value work and tasks, while the agent itself does all that hard grunt work.
Yeah, absolutely, Ty. So I guess, trust that can be the deal breaker, right? And Azure AI Agent Factory uses a layered security blueprint. Think about it like this. You've got identity first design. We've got defenses against any prompt injection attacks. We've got that continuous adversarial testing that goes on behind the scenes, data protection with Microsoft Purview. We've got compliance mapping to any regional acts such as the EU AI Act or NIS AI RMF. It's phenomenal what we've got in terms of that trust piece in Azure AI Factory.
So, John, what I'm hearing in summary is safe, secure, and auditable. Because nobody wants a rogue agent freelancing in production, do they?
No, absolutely, Ty. So I guess if you're tired of AI that is just going to be talking to you and answer your questions and answers, and you actually want AI that is going to do something for you, it is really time to explore Azure AI Agent Factory.
Absolutely. So, for us viewers, head over to the website, Microsoft.com, and start building agents that don't just answer questions, they actually deliver outcomes. And, John, a little bit of a challenge for you. Shall we try and get some agents, secret agents, introduced to AzBytes?
Wouldn't that be a thing, Ty? Wouldn't that be a thing? Okay, so everybody check out the links below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to catch more AzBytes. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we will see you on the next video.
Thanks, bye.